As always, it is so great to be here with you. And you know, like I've told you in the past, if it wouldn't be for you, Spain on a fork would not be possible. So once again, I just want to let you know how much I deeply appreciate all of you. Anyways, with that being said, today we've got such an exciting show as we're making a very delicious recipe. We're talking Spanish garlic noodles with chickpeas. This is known as Fideua de Garbanzos. And let me tell you, this dish has a layer upon layer of so many simple yet delicious flavors. It's easy to make, where there's no tricky techniques. And the best part, it's all done in a little over 30 minutes. Folks, serve this dish as a side next to some pan-grilled fish, or even as a main course, as it certainly has enough protein. Either way, it's the kind of food that with each bite, it's gonna fill you with so much goodness. All right, let's just dive right into this. I'm gonna add in 2.5 cups of vegetable broth into a saucepan, which is 600 milliliters. You can also use chicken broth here, or even water if you like. Just make sure to season accordingly if you're using water. And we'll also pinch in a 1/4 teaspoon of saffron threads, which is about 1/4 gram. Leave where you get the Spanish golden saffron I'm using in the description box below. And we'll heat it with a medium heat. At the same time, we'll heat a large fry pan with a medium heat. I'm using a 12-inch paella pan, which is 30 centimeters in diameter. If you don't have this kind of pan, no big deal. You can use any standard fry pan you like. And add 3 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil, which is 45 milliliters. Make sure you use the good stuff here. This is what truly makes a difference. Leave where you get the Spanish one I'm using in the description box below. While the oil is heating, I'm going to finely chop 1 small onion, roughly chop 8 cloves of garlic, and finely chop 1 red bell pepper. And if you prefer, you can chop the vegetables before heating the pan. Then we'll add the chopped vegetables into the hot pan. And we'll mix them around, that way they're all coated in the olive oil. And as you know, I like to mix this around continuously. That way the ingredients don't brown too quickly and it all evenly sautés. After about 4 minutes and the vegetables are lightly sautéed, I'm going to add in 1 teaspoon of sweet smoked Spanish paprika, which is 2.5 grams. And we'll give it a quick mix. And like I've told you in the past, when you're working with paprika in a hot pan, you want to mix it in there quickly. Otherwise, you can easily get a bitter flavor. Then we'll add in 1/2 cup of tomato sauce, which is 120 grams. As always, I made mine by finely grating fresh tomatoes, but you can also use canned tomato sauce here, which is similar to passata. And we'll season generously with sea salt and freshly cracked black pepper. And we'll give it a mix until it's well mixed together, and then simmer it for a few minutes. While tomato sauce is simmering, let's get our final ingredients ready. I'm going to measure out 8 ounces of fideos, which is 225 grams. If you can't find this type of pasta in your supermarket, you can also use elbow macaroni here, or even regular spaghetti, and just break it off into small pieces. And we'll also drain 1 can of chickpeas into a fine sieve and rinse the chickpeas under some water. Size of the can that I'm using is 15.5 ounces, which is 440 grams. Okay, let's move back to the pan. After simmering the tomato sauce between 3 to 4 minutes, and you can see it's slightly thickened, we'll add in the pasta and the rinsed chickpeas. And we'll give it a mix until it's well mixed together. Then we'll grab our simmering vegetable broth and gently add it into the pan. And we'll give it 1 final mix, that way everything's evenly distributed. And we're going to simmer this on a medium heat between 7 to 8 minutes. And at this point you don't want to mix that pasta around, otherwise it's going to start to release the starch and lose its beautiful texture. After simmering the pasta for about 8 minutes, and you can see a lot of that broth has been absorbed, but there's still some liquid left, we'll lower it to a low heat. And we're going to simmer this for another 3 to 4 minutes until all the liquid has been absorbed by the pasta. Once there's virtually no liquid left in the pan, we'll remove it from the heat. And we'll cover it with a dishcloth and let it sit there for a few minutes. By trapping that steam in there, it's going to ensure that all the pasta's cooked through. After a couple minutes, we'll uncover the pan and garnish with lemon wedges and some fresh parsley. Check it out, our Spanish garlic noodles with chickpeas are done. Easy to make, beautiful presentation, and all done in a little over 30 minutes. Let's give this a try and see how it turned out. Once again, folks, Fideua de Garbanzos. This looks absolutely delicious. Here we go, big boy bite. A little bit fell. This right here is truly comfort food at its best. It is absolutely delicious. The noodles are beautifully cooked, nice and al dente. They have a bite to them. You have all that garlic flavor in there with the saffron and the paprika. And those chickpeas, taking this to the next level. Easy to make, heart healthy. Give it a try at home. Once again, as a side dish or even as a main course. Either way, kind of food that with each bite is gonna fill you with so much Spanish goodness. Really quick before I go, a shout out to a couple of my patrons, John Dayan, Juan Iturri, and Rob Haskins. And guys, thank you so much for being patrons of Spain on a Fork. You know how much I appreciate you. Enjoyed today's video, hit that like button, leave me a comment below, and if you're not subscribed, don't forget to smash that subscribe button and click on the bell icon. That way you can get notified every time I release new content and to become a part of the Spain on a Fork family. Till the next time, hasta luego. Absolutely delicious. Huge fan of the traditional version with seafood. This one right here with the chickpeas. Truly knocks it out of the park. Give it a try, you're gonna absolutely love it. Hasta luego.